Hello, good evening. Oh, I forgot to set this up properly. Oops. Oh, let's see. I'm not even sure if I have the correct overlay for this, actually. Let's get rid of that, and then that should be there. That's the wrong thing. Oh, this is scuffed. I kind of forgot that this isn't set up quite right. So, since we have no time, I could set up my overlay. Yeah, because this isn't going to fit. Alright. It's fine. Let's just go to mine. That's better. Alright, let's get rid of that. I don't think I actually have a regular overlay yet for the ACL. Oh, I was going to use the regular one. Oh well, too late now. Here we go. This match is underway. We got Danny coming in with the first attack. And he's coming in with some Root Riders and Valkyries. I'm going to start off with the Siege Barracks on the left side. Queen in from the top side of the base. Alright. Obviously going to be going right down the middle, and here we go. The Root Riders are in. Not wasting too much time here. Funnel is set. And there we go. Root Riders are on their way. Levy's going to try to be quick with it. Also, after this attack, we can take a look at the lineups. I do recognize Frosty. We have streamed Frosty quite a few times before, but I'm not sure if it was necessarily with this team, because I don't really recognize the team name. Alright, Root Riders getting caught in the tornado, moving through the core of the base. Also, after this attack, I should be able to go ahead and grab the other overlay and get this fixed. Riders still moving through the core of the base, but they are taking quite a bit of damage, getting slowed down quite a bit. Poison doing a lot of work, Scattershot also doing a lot of work, but the King goes to ability. We got the RC on the left side of the base, Root Riders over there as well. It's got a bunch of Valkyries over there too. Wonder if they came out of the Siege Barracks. They might have. Alright, working their way through. I think he's going to be fine here. Queen's going to grab the Expo while it's stuck on the King. Drops in the freeze on the bottom side of the base as well, and yeah, he is going to be fine. He's going to be able to get it. 3-star to kick things off for Reckoning. Nice attack here for Exo Danny. Last few defenses going down. Then we got nothing but trash buildings to get through. And that shouldn't take too long either. We got some Hog Riders on the left side. And there we go. A triple to start off the match. Let me grab this overlay. Let's see. I know I had the drive earlier. Where's it at? It's hiding in here somewhere. Hey, Manzo. How's it going? Let me get off this screen so I don't miss the next attack. Where the heck is everything? There it is. So many channels to look through. I found it, though. I found it. I'm doing pretty well. Download that. Alright, let's go back to here and then see if we can get this sorted out on the fly. It's a little scuffed, but we're getting there. Alright. Get rid of that. And hopefully this fits. OBS just crashed, didn't it? Am I still alive? I don't think I'm still alive. This is working now. Alright, I think we're good. My computer is not happy with me right now. I have so many things going on. Alright, let's grab this download. Where did it go? Is it animated? I don't know, but we got the next attack in. Alright, here we go. Next attack of the match. The first attack from Foras. We got Mbixador coming in. That's a familiar name as well. He's starting off with some Root Riders on the bottom side of the base. Siege Barracks at the left corner. Right. Just full sending the Root Riders into that 6 o'clock corner. The King should come back around and join up with the Root Riders as well. Drops in an early rage. These troops are taking a lot of damage, but he does pop that Warden's ability. I know he lost a few Root Riders there, but for the most part, able to keep them alive. Drops the Overgrowth on the Town Hall and a few other defenses over there on the left side. It's going to push everything up towards the top side of the base. Root Riders out of the Siege Barracks coming through. I believe they're out of the Siege Barracks. Yes. Alright. Troops still moving through. King pops his ability. RC making her way through that left side. Still, the Overgrowth does wear off. Drops a freeze onto the Town Hall. That's going to keep a lot of that damage off of these troops as they make their way in. We got that defensive rage as well. The Town Hall goes down. The Queen following up the King into the base. Going to help work on getting this Ricochet Cannon out of the way. The Root Riders working on the Eagle Artillery. Does finally go down. Got a bunch of Skellies up there as well. Drops in that last rage just because, I guess. Didn't even really need it. Nicely done here. Pops the RC's ability. Going to pop the Queen's ability just to speed up the cleanup. But a nice triple to start off the match for Forest Delay. GG. A few more buildings to go, and there it is. Alright, I'm going to see if this overlay is animated. It might be. Where did it go then? Oh, it's PSD. What? I don't want PSD. Are they all PSD? They might be. Rip. Alright. We're just gonna stick with my overlay for this stream. Alright. That's that then. I tried. I'm not sure why we don't have a logo available. Oh, there it is. It's hiding. It's in another channel. Do we need two logos or two channels for logos and overlays? That seems unnecessary. We can do this at least. There. Cool, cool. Boom. Got a logo. And we got another attack. Here we go. We've got I'm 99 coming in with the next attack. Alright, what's he bringing in? Looks like it's going to be dragons this time around. Let me get this dang logo down. And then we will take a look at the attack. He's already underway with it. He's got a bunch of dragons from the left side of the base with E-dragons on the funnel, King, Queen, and a blimp over the top. You're sure? King's already taken a lot of damage. He's going to go to ability here soon. We got clones in the core of the base. See how much value he can get with those. He does hit the tornado, but he doesn't really get a lot of value. He doesn't get the scatter shots, which was kind of the main thing there. So not really a ton of value from the clone spells, but we'll see if it was enough. King's still alive somehow on the bottom side. Queen following him up. The dragons making their way to the Eagle Artillery. Alright. Got the Is that the Royal Champion on the top side with the Dragons? It's kind of hard to tell, but I think it is. E-Dragon's still getting some chains through, but he does go down. Got a few Dragons on the bottom side of the base. King doing his best to try to keep them inside, but they're not wanting to go in for that scatter, that's for sure. Queen helping them out. Pops her ability just to speed things up. She's got the Archer Puppet. I didn't even bother checking the hero equipment here. They're busy trying to get the logo down to size. But he's got it regardless. The RC's going to move in, take out the scatter, finish it up. And we only got a couple of buildings left to go. Nice attack from I'm99, getting it done with the Dragons. GG. One last building left to go. Another 3 stars on the board for Reckoning. Also, I've been fiddling with everything since we started the stream. Let's take a look at the lineups. We got Johns and Bixador, Jonas, Frosty Lewis, and Abdallah over here for Ferraz Dele. I know we've seen some of these players before, but I think this is a new team. It says they're from Brazil, which makes sense. And over here for Reckoning, we've got Ryuta, Nyrome, Exo Danny, BJG Baller, and I'm99. And for us, with the next attack, we'll see if they can keep the triples rolling here. Both these teams looking solid so far. So now I've got on my to-do list, get the overlay fixed for the ACL streams. We got all the overlays and stuff for the interviews, but I kind of dropped the ball on the normal overlay. We'll get it. Still early in the season. We're probably going to do 1 or 2 of these streams a week for ACL. Probably only 1 until the interviews are winding down a bit. So, I mean, we got 3 of these ACL streams this weekend. Alright, now we're just waiting for the next attack, which I believe is at the 25 mark. So let me make sure this isn't doing anything I don't want it to be doing. Let's see. Alright, I think we're good to go here. Interesting. Alright. 25 minutes. So they can go in here about whenever they want to. We are live on YouTube. I didn't think we were. I don't want it to be doing. Mute that. Alright, well, I got YouTube up now. I honestly didn't know we were live over there. I figured I'd check. It's a good thing I did. Cool. I guess. Here we go. Abdallah in with the next attack. We have another Root Rider attack. We got Root Riders, Valkyries, and a bunch of Super Barbarians. Got some Skellies, a bunch of Freeze, a couple of Rage. Starting off on the bottom side of the base, we got a bunch of Super Barbs down there with the Barbarian King. Pushing that King in towards the enemy RC. A bunch of value in that corner. Queen on the top right side. You don't usually see the heroes split for a funnel like this on this type of attack, but we'll see how it goes here for Abdallah. Siege Barracks in behind the Root Riders as well. Defensive Poison going off. Drops in an early Rage here leading into the Town Hall. Going to wake it up so the Root Riders target it nice and early. We'll see that Warden's ability here shortly. I would assume he's got the Healing Tome. Yes, he does, because he's going to need some healing here. Root Rider's taking a lot of damage, but Tornado Trap also spinning them around. Defensive Poison on the top side, and Ice Golems are sure to slow this down even further. King goes down. Queen staying on the outside of the base. You have the Royal Champion in the mix as well. Let's take a peek at her ability. Okay. Been slacking a little bit on checking the hero equipment again. Got to get back into that habit. Alright. Rider's still moving through to the back side. It is thinning out quite a bit, though, and I'm not super confident in this attack right now. Drops his last few freezes in on the back side of the base. Root Riders are gone. Last one just went down. The RC still has her ability. The Queen's going to be losing her healers on the top side of the base. She's already popped her ability, so no more healing for her. Did pop that RC's ability on the left side. She's moving through these defenses as quickly as she can. She's got the Warden there to help support. It just comes down to that multi. I do believe he's got it, but just barely. This attack was really close. But nicely done to Abdallah. It is going to be a 3-star for 4S. But they're going to be way behind on time if this is going to come down to time. They're probably going to be looking for a defense. We'll take a look after this attack just to be sure. All right. So far, both teams perfect. Six to 6. The time is 1:30 to 1:49. I mean, both teams kind of slow. I mean, if you can consider a minute and a half slow. It's not a huge gap, but Reckoning are in the lead. Hey, Sardex. Let's get this page affiliated in 4 days. We'll see. I think the biggest thing that's going to be holding me back on this page is the 8 hours required. That's the only thing that's going to be a real issue. Because that's quite a bit of streaming for a secondary account. We'll see. I was thinking about maybe doing some like rebroadcasts. Because I could put the interviews together and then maybe put some matches together and just restream it just to get the hours. I don't know. I'm not a super big fan of restreams though. So we'll see how I end up doing it. This thing's busted now. There we go. Fix that. Cool. Alright. The other alternative would be just for me to set aside a day to get the extra hours. Because I think once we're done with the next couple of interviews, we have 3 interviews lined up at the moment after today. After those 3 interviews, we should be at least halfway through the 8 hours. I could definitely do a 4-hour stream in a day. In case you missed it, streams. Yeah, that'd be a better way to, like, put it at least. I mean, it's the same thing, just... I like that packaging, though. I think people would be more willing to accept a in case you missed it over a rebroadcast. Alright, here we go. We got BJG Baller in with an next attack for Reckoning. Let's see if he can get another triple on the board. Lots of rocket loons coming out of the Clan Castle. See if they can get some damage in on these Root Riders. Does pop the Warden's ability, but kind of late there. I think those rocket balloons might have gotten a chunk of Root Riders down. Oof. Here we go. Finally does get the rocket balloons out of the way. The Root Rider's moving into the base. He doesn't have any healing. He's going to overgrowth on the Town Hall, so everything does skip it here. Okay. Most of the Root Riders, all the Root Riders going over to the left side of the base. Looks like King's already gone down to Phoenix on the bottom right side. Not quite able to get through that single Inferno. It's low. It's unfortunate because it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a nuisance later on. Let's see. Got the RC from the top side of the base and working our way through the Monolith. Get through the Hidden Tesla and then the Eagle Artillery. The Town Hall is going to be awake now, firing away. We have 1 freeze we can use, but there's a lot of different places he could use it. He's going to go with the Scatter Shot. Alright. RC still pushing through on the top side. She has popped her ability. We still have the Queen's ability intact. Where's she at? Oh, there she is. She's moving into the Town Hall. So at least he's got the Town Hall secured, but I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. This is going to be awfully close to being a defense. We've already had a couple of close calls, but I'm thinking this one isn't going to quite make it through. Down goes the Archer Tower. And this is, in fact, going to be a defense. Nice try to BJG, but the defense for 4S is going to be kind of big. But it's still early in the match. We'll see what happens. Reckoning could easily get a defense as well. In that case... BJG's got decent percentage here. It's going to be in the 90s. It's like maybe 92. I think the Headhunter will get the storage. Eventually. I mean, he's got plenty of time. Might have enough time to get another storage. Oh, we got archers on the outside too. So 93. Probably got enough time to get 95, to be honest. But that's a lot of time. A lot of time on the clock. 40 seconds. We're just going to hang out and watch it because we got plenty of time in between attacks. What was BJG's last team? That's a good question. I'm not sure. It's really interesting to see him on Reckoning. Was he not on... I don't know if he was on one of the FTB teams. I don't remember. He does hit 95. Nice try to BJG. I don't think I streamed him a whole lot. I know Reckoning is at least partially one of the older, or not older, but one of the Japanese teams that kind of reformed. I want to say German, but I'm not 100% sure. FTB was last night's match earlier. Yeah. I was thinking he might have been on that team before, but I'm not. Like I said, I don't remember. I didn't stream BJG that much. Maybe once or twice on whatever team he was on before. Oof. Here we go. Frosty Lewis is in. Got 35 Super Barbarians. It's been a minute since we've seen a mass Super Barb attack, and I'm not upset about that. But let's see if we can make it work here. Likely going to be Super Archer Blimp. Here we go. Blimp is in from the top side of the base with the Warden ability. Alright. This would have been a good spot for the Fireball. He's not getting any value whatsoever out of using the Healing Tome here. Blimp making it in, dropping it in as well. Going to clone up. Let's see if I can talk. Going to clone up the Super Archers. Alright, we'll see how much value he can actually get. He actually does take down the Clan Castle. I believe he only lured out one Ice Golem before the Clan Castle went down, which is nice. Going to be able to get the Eagle taken care of. Now the question is, can he get this Town Hall taken care of? And it looks like he will. Next Invis is in. That is the last Invis as well. Alright, Town Hall does go down. Gets quite a bit of value. The Warden's still going on the top side. He's actually going to pull the heroes, or pull the Warden with the heroes to the top side of the base. Here we go. The Warden's going to die anyway, so it didn't matter. Got Super Barb on the right side of the base. Going to try to push the King and Queen in. Although there's not a lot for them to go to at the moment. They should push in towards this Ricochet Cannon. Queen going to be able to grab the Multi-Inferno Tower. See what the plan is here on the right side. I'd imagine more Super Barbs. There we go. Better late than never. Make sure that King goes in towards the scatter shot. Gotta get through this Archer Tower. Perfect. Pathing's looking good. Got Super Barbs. Headhunter for the enemy RC to get her out of the way. Nicely done. And it's just going to be slowly trickle in Super Barbs around the outside of the base as the King and Queen make their way through. Does have one Electro Titan there as well, which will make quick work of these Skellies that are making their way in. Got the enemy King down here on the bottom side of the base. He still has a few Headhunters in the bag. He's going to send a bunch of Barbarians here on the left side with the Royal Champion. Down goes the enemy Queen. See how much value the RC can get there on the left side of the base. She should be able to get through the scatter without any issues. Down goes the enemy King. And it's looking pretty good here for Frosty Lewis. I do believe he's got this one in the bag. Queen still has ability intact. RC still has ability intact. Moving in towards that scatter shot and Expo. These are the last two big defenses left on the base. Pops that RC's ability. And there we go. A triple on the board for 4S. It was a super, super slow attack, but it's a 3-star. I forgot there was already a defense, so I guess time doesn't really matter at this point. It's going to come down to stars. Back over to Reckoning. They put a 2-star up, so they got to keep their foot on the gas and get some triples on the board and hope for a defense. $13-minute mark is the next attack. Cool. Looking good. See who the next attacker is going to be here very shortly. Thought Eltano was with 4S. It might have been. It's been a while since I've seen Eltano around. He might be retired. I mean, I'm pretty sure he is. I can't remember the last time I seen Altano play. Can't keep up with the roster changes. Yeah, I know. It's so hard to track where everybody's moving. Especially nowadays. It used to be like people would move once a year, but now it seems like they're moving every month. It's crazy. Like, well, these qualifiers didn't go great. Time for a new team. Alright, here we go. Ryuta is in with a bunch of Root Riders. We got Valkyries to back them up. Nice funnel set with the Siege Barracks and the Queen on opposite sides. Pops Warden's ability. Defensive Rage, Offensive Rage, all leading into the core of the base. Got Rocket Balloons once again, this time with a couple of Ice Golems coming out as well. But with the Warden's ability in effect, Rocket Balloon's not going to do any damage here. Drops the Overgrow late in the core of the base, covers up the Town Hall and a bunch of these other defenses as well. Royal Champion from the top side, here we go. Got some Super Hogs coming in out of the Siege Barracks to help take out the Ricochet Cannon. That's going to work out perfectly. There we go. We got a Tesla Farm here on the right side of the base. Most of the Root Riders to the left with the King and Queen. But it looks like there was at least one or two. I think they've actually gone down at this point over here with the RC. Overgrowth has worn off. Now it's going to be all down to the Town Hall. This is the riskier approach, using that Overgrowth on the Town Hall. So that Town Hall is going to go down super late. And the question is, does he have enough power to get through? Pops the RC's ability. She's moving fast. She's got the extra Hogs. Pops the King's ability, and that King alone is going to clear out that entire core. The King with the Giant Gauntlet and the Rage is just so incredibly strong. And he's going to make quick work of the Town Hall. It's not even going to be close. Nicely done by Ryuta, and another triple here for Reckoning. Here we go. Contracts nowadays are not on an annual basis. Only good for an event. Yeah. That, and then you got the sketchy orgs out there that try to take advantage of teams. I guess that's what happened with Anarchia. Because Anarchia had signed the old Clash Champs team. But I guess they got scammed, and that's why they're free agents now. So I'll be really curious to see what happens with those guys. I mean, the fact that they're calling themselves free agents and not something else tells me they're looking for another org to sign. I wonder if they would go back to Clash Champs. That would be really interesting. See what happens, I guess. Yep, rip Anarchia. A team like that, you would think that they would sign with an org that has a solid reputation. It's weird to me how those scams keep happening to high-level teams. Alright, a little bit more time, and then 4S will be able to go in with their next attack. Yeah, I don't know the ins and outs of those contracts. Maybe one day if I got a lot of extra money burning a hole in my pocket, I might set up an org, sign a team. But I don't want to burn money quite yet. Thought it was a pay first, play next. I guess not. But you would think they'd get something up front, or like I said, at least at a bare minimum, sign up with an org that already has a good reputation. Here we go. Jonas is in. Next attack for 4S. At the moment, they're looking good. If they can triple out, they win the match, but that can be easier said than done. One little mistake, and this will come down to stars. Or we'll be tied up on stars, I mean. Either way. It is going to be another mass super barb attack. Okay. Hadn't seen him in a while, but now we got a second one. Pop the Warden's ability, keep the blimp safe over the top of the base. Again, the healing tome completely useless in this situation. I'm sure there's another equipment they could be using. Alright. Where did the blimp even drop? Uh-oh. I don't even see where the CC opened up. Am I blind? Did he just completely whiff it? It must be behind the Ricochet Cannon. Ah, there it is. You could barely see it. But whatever happened there, looks like a giant bomb went off, and goodbye Super Archers. They're dead. and this is not looking good for Jonas. On the bright side, he didn't drop all of his spells, but this still cost him the Warden, the CC, and a clone spell. I think he dropped a Rage and an Invis as well, so it still cost a handful of spells. I think best case scenario, he gets a nice 2-star out of this. We'll see. Sack King's ability. What equipment does he have? Standard stuff here. What about the RC? Same thing. We've got our new equipment on. Gets through the multi-Inferno Towers. The Queen will be able to grab the Town Hall here. No problem. Eventually. She's going to take her time getting there. But at least he's got the Invis to keep the damage off the Queen. King goes down to Phoenix. It's going to help get this Town Hall out of the way. Next Invis is in. Misses the Unicorn. Queen's going to lose her healing. Luckily pulls the Unicorn into the Invis, but he misses it again. Oof. At least try to keep that Queen's healing up. Alright, well, we got Super Barbs coming in. We got the RC coming in, and this is going to be a massive defense for Reckoning. There's no chance he can save this for a decent 2-star. This RC's only going to be able to go so far. He can pick off buildings on the outside, try to push the percentage as high as he can. But super unfortunate. Good try. Tied game. Tied game. Percentage is going to swing to Reckoning. Unless he can get 95%, which I very much doubt. The Fox is already dead. Queen, or the RC is going to struggle against the King. Pops her ability. He's going to get some more buildings out of the core. He can grab another storage. Oh, he's already dropped all the barbs. The minion should grab it. 77. Yep, that's going to be about where it stops. He can get 78, and I think that's it. Good try, good try. And I smell a fire. Hopefully nothing in here is on fire. I guess we'll find out if it gets smoky. Maybe the neighbors are burning something. Who knows? Alright. Last attacks, and we're tied up at 11 stars apiece. Reckoning are now in a position where all they got to do is triple their last attack and they win the match. But if 4S can get one more defense here, they got a chance. It's unfortunate for them because they had this match in their hand and they just lost it. Well, they didn't lose, but they lost control of the match. Bonfire at night? Maybe. I hope so. Pretty late, though. It's almost 11 p.m., but I guess for normal people, this isn't super late. I'm usually going to sleep at about this time. But I also am used to getting up at like 6 a.m. every morning. I don't know why I say like 6 a.m. That's exactly when my alarm rings. Very, very rarely do I see midnight. Maybe once a year I'll see later than midnight. I should start staying up later, though, to get more work done. I'm falling behind on YouTube work. Alright, here we go. Last attack from Reckoning. If they triple here, they win. Anything less than a 3-star, and the door remains open for 4S to get the win. He's starting off with the Queen's ability to get the Healer Puppet activated. We got Root Riders on the left side of the base. We got Siege Barracks at 9 o'clock. Here we go. Lots of Root Riders pushing in. We got King and Warden down the middle with the Roots and the Valkyries. Alright, Rage in. And look at the damage these Roots have already taken. Luckily, a bunch of them getting healed back up thanks to the Healing Tome. They did take quite a beating to start off the attack. We got Super Dragon on defense, moving into the Town Hall. Defensive Poison on the field as well. He's going to overgrowth the Town Hall. He's going to send the Root Riders around it and off to the right side of the base. We have a Poison Lizard in the mix to help take out the enemy Queen. Down she goes. Perfect. Super Dragon going to get taken down by the Queen. We do have the Royal Champion from the top side of the base as well. She's got a bunch of troops up there with her. Everything's going to just kind of meet in the middle here. The overgrowth will be wearing off here before too long, though. Riders still making their way through. We still have King and RC's abilities. We got a Freeze and Rage still in the bag. There's the Defensive Rage on the top side of the base. Pops that RC's ability. She's moving through. Trying her best to hang in here. Drops that Freeze on the Scatter Expo combo. Actually, there's the RC's ability. She hadn't popped it when I said it. But now she has. We got a bunch of troops moving in. Gonna drop that Rage leading into the Town Hall. We got one Multi-Inferno left. The RC still plucking away as well. And he's got it. That's going to be a triple and a victory for Reckoning. Nicely done. Nyrome clutching it here in the last attack. Nicely done. Unfortunately, for us are not going to have a chance now because the percentage was too low, but we'll see if they finish it out on a strong note. You're at peak at midnight and DJ stuff? Nice. Yeah, that big defense was the opportunity they needed to swing this one around. And they took advantage. For us, we're looking good until that. Yeah, that blimp got hit by Giant Bomb. And then goodbye, Super Archers. I don't think... Is the Giant Bomb alone enough? There had to have been like a mini bomb there as well. I'm going to take a peek. I'm going to zoom in to not burn base as much. There we go. See blimp come in. Eventually. Oops. Right there. Let's see. So it drops in. There's a giant bomb. Clone. It looked like it was just a... Oh, there's a mini bomb right there. Yep. So there was a giant bomb, mini bomb combo. It's really hard to see with everything right there. Oh. Time for them to go in. They got a few more seconds. I think it's plus or minus 30 seconds. Some leagues are switching to plus or minus a minute because of the current meta, which I definitely appreciate. It gives us less downtime in between hits, which is very nice. Curious what they're going to be running in this last attack. Over there, ready. Here we go. Last attack of the match. See if they can finish it out on a strong note. Coming in with some Zap Lalo. Alright. Zap Quake here on the left side of the base. Didn't even really see what he took out. Definitely got a Ricochet Cannon. Oh no, he didn't. The other Ricochet Cannon's up here. He got something. The big thing he got was a funnel set. King and Queen moving in from the bottom side. King supposed to go in, and there we go. He does finally turn around. I was getting a little worried he wasn't going to go in for this compartment. So he needs to get that multi-archer tower down. Queen moving in. She'll be able to grab the Expo and the air defense. Baby Dragon still working on the funnel on the left side. I don't know if it'll get the storage. Probably not with the archers. King moves around, jumps in front of the Queen here. Down goes the Expo. Got a couple of balloons here from the bottom side of the base. He does have the blimp to go over the top as well. Alright. Looks like King's already gone down to Phoenix here. A few more balloons. Lava Hound coming in, and it looks like he's going to start this Lalo from the right side. Queen's actually going to beat on the wall here and make her way into the base. Sure. She must have a healer puppet, because she does have healers now. She didn't before. Alright. Here we go. Lalo's in, blimps in over the top. Pops Warden's ability, keeps everything safe. Queen gets locked onto by the single and the enemy Queen, but... Yep, she's going to go down, rip the Queen. See, that equipment wasn't super ideal there. She would have stayed alive for longer with an archer puppet and an invis, to be honest. But that's okay. Let's see if he's got enough Lalo to get through the rest of this base. Pops that RC's ability. And wherever she's at, she's likely moving faster. There she is. Alright. A couple of balloons in the core of the base. I don't know if they'll be able to grab this single Inferno or not through that poison damage. But it doesn't matter. I think he's got it. It's not looking too bad. Now the balloons are still dropping pretty quickly. This is going to be closer than I thought. Balloons are going down. They're not going to be able to get through. That RC's stuck on the King and the Ice Golems as well. Luckily, that Fox makes her invisible, so she is able to stay alive through the enemy King. Gets through the cannon. Making her way to the left side of the base. The Wizard Tower taking out all the balloons. One balloon left, and we got the single Inferno in the core of the base. This timing is going to be really interesting with the Fox Invis. Because that RC has no ability, he has no spells. But there we go. Just as the RC steps in, she goes invisible, and she's able to take down the single Inferno. And that's a triple to wrap it up here for Forrest. Nice attack here from John. And there we have it. GG. Good stuff. Nice attack. Just a couple of defenses in this one. YouTube vids nowadays are minus 10 minutes. Or about 10 minutes. Yeah, the Root Riders have definitely made things shorter. All around. That's for sure. Alright. I don't think there's anybody else live. This is going to be it for me tonight. 14-14, 99 to 95.6. But I'm going to be live again tomorrow. I think I'll be live on this channel for an interview at noon Eastern time. So in like 13 hours from now. And then after that, I'll be live on my channel. We'll be doing some farming and doing some squad busters. And that's going to be at about 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So that's the plan for tomorrow. But thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I will catch you in the next one. Until then, take care. See you later.